Hello everybody, this is Hybrid, and today I'll be reviewing Nightwing. Basically, this is issue number 12. Nightwing is one of the best New 52 comics out there right now, so I highly recommend you get it. And without further ado, I'll do a quick recap and then I'll just critique it and whatnot. So we have Nightwing. He's going to a crime scene because if you saw in the last issue, Paragon basically just killed a whole bunch of people, especially followers of the Republic of Tomorrow, when they started questioning basically his motives and whatnot. So then it turns out that's a trap, and Paragon just wanted Nightwing to come over to the crime scene so he could attack him with these energy whips that really remind you of Whiplash in a way for some reason, or at least to me it reminds you of him, or reminds me of him. And then you also see it's kind of like a dual-sided kind of electrical energy whip thing, so it's pretty neat. I bet that took a lot of practice to control though. Then we go and they start fighting basically. Nightwing takes out his new and improved extremistic because the last one was taken from him by an unknown individual, which we learn who the person is in this issue. It's actually Paragon. And with that being said, though, that was used to kill somebody, which made Nightwing look like a killer, which he obviously is not. So that happens. Then we learn who Paragon really is. If we go to Nightwing issue number 2, and yeah, it goes that far back, which is actually, I like how they do that. It turns out, remember, there's Nightwing stopped basically a car accident from happening, and turns out there's three people in that car. The driver and the passenger in the front passenger seat, at least, turned out to be those two guys that got killed, the two brothers, and they removed their tattoos because they started basically, they didn't really believe in what the Republic of Tomorrow believed, pretty much. But the third person in the back seat, turns out that was Paragon, who still believes in basically cleansing the city of all these false idols, being Batman, Batgirl, Nightwing, etc. So they get into a fight, they fight some more. He even tries drowning Nightwing, but that doesn't work. So they get out of this through a kind of pipe, not a pipe, sorry. I forgot what it is exactly called, but they are on a beach now and they're fighting again until all the cops are there, or not all of them, but a majority of the police force is there that we've at least seen, because usually it's like one or two cops. So they all have their guns out. They have like shotguns, handguns, looks like even a rifle and stuff, and they're all aiming them at Paragon, saying freeze. And with Detective Nye, who's leading that kind of not trap but assault on Paragon, or at least hopefully assault in progress until Paragon takes out his energy whip thing, and then Nightwing and him fight some more, with Nightwing defeating him. Then Detective Nine lets Nightwing escape. You get a kind of not so funny, well, it's kind of funny, but it's Dick Grayson, Nightwing, and he's talking to Lucius Fox, and basically Nightwing kind of has a cold, and they're talking though because Nightwing really wants to invest in this whole abandoned amusement park thing. This project that he thinks will really kind of give Gotham more of a living vibe instead of such a depressing vibe. So he's even willing to put all of his money into that project. So basically, him and Lucius are like, you know what, we'll talk about it. And then we get to the Iceberg Lounge, or Iceberg Casino as it's called now, and it's the Penguin. He's flipping out. Who we have here is Mr. Combustible, and he has two girls with him. And Mr. Combustible is like, what's going on here? He's like, Lady Shiva is coming and killing a bunch of mob bosses, pretty much. She just did that in Philadelphia, and word on the street is she's coming to Gotham City next. So Mr. Combustible is like, you know what, we're going anywhere but Gotham now. I'm kind of interested in how Lady Shiva will go up against Nightwing. So far, I do feel it's more of a Batman thing, but whatever. I guess they could work out with Nightwing if they write it well, like they have written Nightwing so far. And then we get to Sonia Branch's apartment. Dick Grayson's there apologizing for how he just kind of put her on blast the other day when they were talking. And then it's weird. I guess Sonia admits that she did lie. The bank did approve it. The board approved it pretty much. So, she just didn't want to really see Dick Grayson because it reminded her of, what, like her father and the bad things that he did basically. So then they kind of talk a little bit, and she kisses him. And I saw this coming a mile away. As soon as they introduced her, I was like, oh boy, we're going to get a potential love interest. There's a lot of drama because of the fact that basically her father killed Dick Grayson's parents. So this will be odd, actually. And Dick Grayson says to himself, well, this should be interesting. So next issue is number 0, The Origin of Dick Grayson, which I'm very interested in how they're going to explain this. And then Batman's first defeat, so I wonder what that's going to be. But anyways, even though I feel like that's more of a Batman thing, even though maybe they'll have him as Robin in that issue, like they should. But let me get to my scores now, I guess. So without further ado, basically, I give art a 4, plot a 4.5, writing a 4.5, characters a 4.5, and entertainment a 9, which gives it about a 26.5 overall, which translates percentage-wise into an 88%. So I really did like this issue. I really do think you all should check out this issue. And if you don't believe me, look at my other reviews, and they're highly positive, like this one. So that being said, do that. Go check it out. And also, if you're a subscriber of mine or not a subscriber, please subscribe, because of the fact that right now is a subscriber contest. It's lasting throughout the week and halfway into next week until Thursday. And basically what's going to happen is you can win 1 out of 4 graphic novels. I'm not going to say them, just go check out the video. I will, it should be the video right before this one on my channel, so it's not that hard to find. Yeah, with that being said, please subscribe, comment, and like. This is Hybrid. Have a nice day, I guess, and see you guys later with my next review, which I believe is Blue Beetle. So yeah, look forward to that.